Hello, everybody. We're going to see if anybody's in here. Let me see here. What am I doing? There's Emma. Nobody's in here yet, Em, so we're good. We're good. Nobody's in here yet. I wouldn't go down and get that. You're going to get that now?
Yeah.
Tanisha, how are you doing? I know it's you because I could tell by the name. I can't see it real well because I don't have my glasses on, but I can see it's you. How are you? I have to apologize for the banging if you hear the banging because the window here. We took the screen out and put, because there was an air conditioner there. I took the screen out and I didn't get it in right. And I got to wait for Becky to put it in right because I'm not real savvy when it comes to stuff like that. Mr. J, how are you, sir? How are things going with you, buddy? How are things going with you? Put these glasses on so I can see what people are saying, but they're dirty, so I got to clean them off. Which means I got to find my little rag, which was over here, but it's obviously not here now. Hold on. Did you see my glasses cleaner that was over here? Oh, I know where it's at. I know exactly where it's at. It's in the other room. I'll have to get it later. There we go, Emma. People are in here now. Now I'm going to start inviting people. Tell people about the show if you can, to try to get more people in here, because I have a lot of fun when there's a lot of people in here. I'm starting to invite people now. Let me invite a couple more people. Doesn't mean they're going to pop in, but you never know. Like they could. Anybody else new in here? No, still there's 3 people. Come on, people, say hi so we know who you are. Trying to. It's kind of early for me, but person never knows, I guess. Flies will drive you nuts around here. See if that one jumps in. Keep going back. Brandon Crow, how are you? How are you doing? Let me see. Where am I at? Just going to invite a few people in. And I'll be right there. I should always do this. I always say that. I need to do this before I start, but I always end up forgetting. Here, we'll see if anybody pops in. Although we're kind of early, so I don't know. How are you doing, Brandon? How are things going with you and everything you got going on? What are you looking at, Leo? Go lay down. He just ate, so he's going to want to go out, I'm sure. No, I do not. No. No, I don't. Sorry about that. The MLSRs are pretty cool stuff, huh? Here comes the wife. Yes, it is. Be careful. It still might be hot, hon. Okay. Tanisha said hello, Becky. Justin said hello. Everybody's saying hello. She's saying hi back. So what's everybody been up to? It was nice and cool today. I took the air conditioner out of the window, like I said here today, because I had to bring all my cactuses in. I wish I could turn the computer so you could see all the cactuses, but I can't. But I do have some nice looking agaves, huh? And then my succulents. I don't know. Is this? I'll show you. I've been propagating succulents from leaf cuttings now. As you see here, I got this tiny little leaf, and I took it off the plant, and I got the tiniest little succulent growing in it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah. Can you see the little plant coming up on there? Got a few other good ones over here. And these are all propagated. I propagated all these myself. Just to get it in. He'll be up in a minute. I'm sure he'll be waiting for somebody to say, anybody get it yet? Oh, let me see. Here's another little tiny one. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one. Let me know if you guys can see these okay. I don't know. Can you see it? Is it focusing in enough? Yeah. I propagate them from things. A lot of people think you take a succulent plant leaf and you stick it in the dirt. You don't. You just let it sit. And you got to turn the leaf so that it's facing the right way. Like if it comes off the plant like this, you have to set it down on the dirt the same way. And then a little plant comes off the end and grows up. If you stick it in the dirt, it might take off, but it's hard to say. I got them on my Facebook page. I got more of them over here. I got a whole bunch of succulents over here. And my cacti. I'm a cactus. Oh, you know what? Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. I know you'll see these because I took good pictures of them on here. Here's one that I got a good picture of on my phone. Let me see. Where is it? It's coming. There we go. Now this one is one I'm growing. And this is the end of a leaf. I zoomed in on it, of course, so you guys can see it better. Is it coming in clear or no? There you go. What do you think of that? That's what I've grown from just the leaf cutting. Kelsey, hello. I was just showing some pictures of the succulents. I'll send them to you, Kelsey, so you can see them, the pictures of them. But then I got this other one over here that David, when he was in Louisiana, fell down a hill, I guess, and he brought up a tiny little piece of a cactus this big, and now I got this big, huge cactus I got growing from it. Did you see the succulents, David, that I've grown from leaves? Here, I'll show you. I'll send them to you. And Kelsey could show them to you, David. I propagated every single one of these. Oh, that's the maximum amount of pictures I can send you. There you go. I was just telling a story about the little cactus that you guys sent me. I'll get a picture of that too, and then I can show it to people. Let me. Now we'll see how well this turns out. That one there. Ooh. Do you see at the very, very bottom down here? This tiny little piece, not even this whole piece, just this tiny little piece. It's a little smaller than my finger, is the piece he brought up for me. And then I grew the rest of it from that piece. Area 51's Matt. How are you doing, sir? So, David, I was thinking about giving you that cactus back just for a housewarming gift or something, but I happen to have seen what you did to the last one. Oh, what's this? Sorry, guys. There you go. Oh, great. Thanks. You. I'm doing okay. I took the air conditioner out of the window today because I had to get all these cactuses in because it's going to be really, really cold. Pulled that off your ass. Yeah, I said you fell down a hill or a hole or something. You were telling me, and you brought it up, and he carried it. He went there to Louisiana, and then he went to Texas, and then he went to Colorado, and he was gone for a long time. So then he brought that up. He stuck it in his. He had a like an armor case for his phone that locked up so nothing happened to it, and he brought it up in there and all wrapped up in a paper towel, and I grew it, and it's been going ever since. Yeah, see, Ed, now that would be nice. 111 degrees. Well, tonight it's going to go down to 30 or 31 over here. I had to bring them all in. All the cactuses had to come in or they would be dead. And what time is it where you're at right now, Matt? Do you have a yeah, you're going to go live off your computer, right? I'll send all the cold air over that way you want, Ed. It's on its way. I wish I could, but David would love it if it was 111 here every day. He likes the heat. Oh no, he doesn't. He likes the cold. I'm sorry, I got that backwards. David likes the cold. Yeah, I just said that, David. I fixed that because I knew you liked the cold. Kelsey was saying the other day she's dying for it to get cold. I'm like, not me. I wanted to stay 110. I liked it when I was in Arizona. I'm not sure I like the cold too much. Because you know what happens with the cold then, David? My back hurts because my lower back, I get that pain in my back. I do pretty good during the summer. When the seasons change, I suffer a little bit, but once it gets cold, then I start having trouble. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cold. That's cold tomorrow. It's not cold, but that's the. Oh, you can't go live with your phone unless you have over 1,000 subscribers. Do you have over 1,000 subscribers? If you don't, you have to use your computer. That's a YouTube rule thingy, just so you know. Yeah, it's going to be cool tomorrow. 30 tonight. I told Emma she's got work. She's got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, be prepared to be scraping windows and stuff because it's going to be cold tomorrow. Yeah, Matt, YouTube has a funny rule. You can't go live unless you have a computer to go live with on your phone, from a phone, unless you have over 1,000 subscribers. And I don't remember. Do you have over 1,000 subscribers? I don't remember if you have 1,000 subscribers or not. You probably do. David needs to start doing videos so he can get that many subscribers too. He's got a lot of interesting stuff to say and do. TJ, how are you doing? How is it down there? And how's the all your animals doing? Yeah, I don't know. I thought you had to. I thought even using Streamlab or Streamyard, you had to have 1,000 subscribers. I could be wrong though. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, YouTube. It since they've changed YouTube, there's a lot of strange stuff that they do now. Like you got to have 4,000 hours of watch time to monetize, and you got to have 1,000 subscribers now. They'll catch on, Justin. They will catch on. So I would go live and have people on here, but I don't know. David, you want to come on live and discuss whatever it is you want to discuss? You just got to have a pair of headphones, bud. So what's on everybody's big agenda? Sure. You got headphones? Somewhere. You don't have to if you don't want to, son. It's all right, bud. Then as soon as I'm done going live, I'm going to go next door and make a wooden brace for David again. Yeah. Tanisha, yeah, I watched was it today's where you were talking about your fan fiction? You got the email? Was that today's video? I can't remember if that was today's or not, but I did watch it. Oh, and TJ, you prefer going doing your vlog. You do a good job in your vlogs, TJ. I have to admit that yeah, I like your vlogs. So, is everybody getting ready for winter coming? Because it's right around the corner. I saw the Farmer's Almanac. Did you see that, David and Kelsey? The Farmer's Almanac for here, where we're at right now, for this upcoming winter. Cooking, but here, what are you cooking, Uper? Anything good? Maybe we'll come over for dinner. Okay. It says around average normal temperatures for the winter, but well above the snowfall amounts of normal winters. We're going to have a lot of snow this year. According to them, we're supposed to have a ton of snow this winter. So I don't know if that's good for next spring, or I had that the other day, Uber. Very good stuff, man. I don't know if that's going to be good for the summer, the farmers come summertime, or what. Oh, you like that much snow, do you? Yeah, I don't know, Kels. You guys got a lot of shoveling to do where you're at. No, what? No, you didn't see that, or no, that's not. You don't like the snow. Yeah, I guess you are. You can take the little man and get him out on a sled, maybe, or something. I don't know. Ah, Mary, good evening. David can do it. You know what you guys need? You guys need a skid steer or something so you can turn around and scoop all that snow right out of there. Am I right, David? You need to go buy yourself a bobcat or something like that. Scoop all that snow out of there. No. Well, happy Sunday to you too, Mary. So yeah, it'll be an interesting season to see, to say the least. Oh, so you don't like the snow? You like the ice to get nice and thick. See, and that is a problem. If you got a blanket of snow, it kind of creates weak spots in the ice, I guess, because it does keep it warmer, right? And it takes it longer for you to be able to get out there to go ice fishing. Is that what you're saying, David? Or is it better for the fish? I don't know. I'm asking you. Yeah, that's what happens, Youper. Yeah, David. So it's just something you'll have to deal with, I guess. But yeah, they're talking a shit ton of snow this year here. And if we get that here, I'm sure Youper will be getting it over there. Snow is a touchy subject. Sometimes it's nice to have a lot of snow, but since I've gotten older, I can live without it. Yeah, that's cool though, TJ, to have a nice good wood burning stove. I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't know. I don't even know where I would get the wood from around here anymore. All our trees are gone over here. We had a big pile of wood, but the kids have been burning it until we couldn't burn it no more because of the thing. Yeah, the aches and pains are where the trouble's at. That's my issue too, Justin. Um, I would do fine when I was younger. Snow didn't bother me, but as I got older, my back bothers me. So I don't know, David. Do you ever suffer with aches and pains in the snow, in the cold? No. See, lucky, 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 lucky. You know what you need? Oh, you get a little slower, of course. Uh, yeah, it's my back and my right leg, really bad. What you need too, David, is a generator over there. So that way, if the power goes out, you can at least have the generator running. Oh, well, I'm sorry that happened, TJ. So, Kelsey, I got a question for you. You still there? David and Kelsey? Well, no, David is. Kelsey can hear me. Did you ever give that little statue to your sister?
What you're talking about now.
Would you have a drive
I'm
off?
gonna fix it. All we can do is re-ring it up and then void on the one, and then we'll just have, and Justin has to go in the system and fix it.
She's got to run to work.
All right, give me a minute. Because then they'll get billed for it at the end of the month. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay though, TJ. We all slow down as we get older. J Dog, how are you? It happens to the best of us. So how you doing, J Dog? Yeah, we all slow down. It's okay. I mean, since I hit 35, this last year I just turned 35, so I've been suffering a little bit with aches and pains. Yeah. So turning 35 wasn't easy. Ain't that right, Justin? You're 35 too, am I right? Or what? How old did you say I was? 23. 23. That's right. You said I was 23. I take that back. At 35, I'm 23. My son turned 24 yesterday, David. So he's older than me, but that's okay. Leo, how are you doing? 37. I remember 37. No, I don't, because I haven't been there yet. 23. I'm 23. But the second time is killing me. Yes. And the third time, I guess, is the major charm, right? Yeah, I've been 35 over and over and over again. But, wow, 29. Not even 30 yet. You're a young spring chicken, huh, Tanisha? This is a channel about mainly reptiles, but I was just talking about cactuses and succulents. We talk about a little bit about everything around here. We were just talking about ice fishing in the winter. So it's pretty much everything. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. We do everything over here. I do a lot of vlogs, at least I used to. Yeah, it's just that's why we call it that. We just call it that for no particular reason. Where is it at? I thought I had one. It's not. No in particular reason. No, he will not need to be carried out because if he loses, he will leave. He knows the laws. He ain't that stupid. If he wins, then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it was a definite. It still is, TJ. I just got to get back into the groove again. I will start doing more daily vlogs again and stuff like that. It's just I needed a break. You get burned out after a while. You can only do so many. When you do 500 500 daily vlogs in a row, plus live streams, it gets monotonous after a while, and a person has to take a break from it. Iron Dog, how are you, sir? Chris is here. You know what? Few changes, but I think just a few minor changes would be fine. I think they're going to inherit a habitable Earth anyway, planet anyway. I think there has been enough changes already to a point where we really got a ways to go before we don't have a habitable planet anymore. Now, I've been around longer than 2010, TJ. I think it was, I would have to go look. Maybe 10. I'm not sure. I would have to go look, to be honest with you. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, Leo. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Few minor changes could cause some catastrophic effects. I mean, you take a look at just by doing some changes and they have to close down plants, people will be able to outwork. Then where you at? Then you got a bunch of people not working. It's sometimes not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And if you read a PDF somewhere, if it was off the internet, you can't believe everything you read on the internet, and that's no joke. Trying to see here, TJ. Channel. Let me see here, TJ. Wait a minute. I'm going to find it yet, bud. 2010, you're correct, TJ. I apologize to you. You are 100% correct. I couldn't remember when I put my first video up, to be honest with you. TJ is correct. Isn't what the Mandela effect. Mandela effect is where yeah, Chris, I was shocked when I found out myself, buddy, that the interwebs tell lies. LKB, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't up on that one. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't believe in a United Nations either. I think that they have alternate agendas. And I'm sure there's people on here that think that the United Nations also has alternate agendas. I do. It's just my opinion. I'm sorry. But Leon, how you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't believe anything from their website. I don't trust. It is. You got to be careful what you watch. You got to be careful watching TV news, let alone reading stuff off the internet, because there is so much lies and crazy stuff out there trying to convince people. Just saying, trying to convince people that things are crazy. Trying to convince people to follow what they say. See, dumbing down of people and stuff like that is a way you take over people and control them. I don't know. I'm doing good, Leon. How about yourself? Exactly, Hooper. And I do think that. Okay. Take, for instance, all right, not to get into this whole discussion of stuff. I know for a fact this kid that shot those 3 people in that protest, if you watch the whole video, instead of just what the news shows you, you get the whole story and you see what exactly was going on. And I'm not saying that I'm not taking sides on anybody's side or anything. I'm just saying how they manipulate things to try to convince you to fall in line, and it's only certain channels that do that. Well, I think they all do it to a point. I take that back. They all do it to a point. It's just, it's crazy stuff what they do. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Yeah, the United Nations was a good idea, but I personally think it's bad. No, if you saw the whole video, it's like a 6-minute video or something that somebody filmed on her phone. They were chasing him, trying to kill him. So it was crazy. Let me see here. What do we got going on here? Could be nonsense. Could very well be nonsense. I don't know. I'm not on. Hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. I had to answer this. It's very important. Yeah. Could be nonsense. But I just don't. I'm not going to fall in line so easy. And I know that everybody on here. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Chris seen it live when it happened. And it's not exactly as most of the news people are saying. And I'm not saying all the news people got it wrong, but I haven't seen them all. So, Leon, you're tired, huh? How is all your stuff going on? How's all your reptiles doing, buddy? So, yeah, bad. Oh, did it? Did you guys see that? They did that thing yesterday in a bunch of states. The boat thing for Trump. Did you guys see that? And in Texas, a storm blew up and sank a bunch of the boats. They had trouble down there. Yeah, I don't know either. I was talking to my son about this today, as a matter of fact, that, people don't know what it's like to actually go out and earn things. They just want to have stuff given to them, and I don't understand that. Yeah, nobody was hurt, nobody drowned or nothing like that. Yeah, I forgot to mention that they had to go rescue them, but it was weird. A big storm blew up and sank a bunch of boats. It's weird, Leon. I have to agree with you how people today, especially the younger people, think. I don't understand it. They want a lot of stuff just given to them, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. You got to earn what you get, or at least work for it somehow, or something. I don't know. My son works his ass off to get everything he has, and he makes me proud. He's very hardworking, very, very hard worker. Since he was 15, and I convinced him to get the job that he wasn't sure they would hire him. So I got him down there to get the job, and he's worked ever since very, very hard at everything he does. Now, today's workplace is a little different too. Everybody's got thin skin. People can't take it when people say stuff to them. People can't take it if one thing doesn't go their way. I don't understand it. I mean, come on, people. I don't know. I look at all those pictures of people, pictures from the 70s, of pictures from today, and there's a huge difference in people back then today. My son has this thing he always says. He goes, "Boy, when you were a kid, you dug a hole, and the kids today do it on a computer, dig a hole. On Minecraft. They don't even go out and pick up a shovel. They don't even know how to dig a hole anymore." Everybody takes everything to heart, Uper, and that's crazy. You could say something to somebody, and then they're like, God, they get all offended right away. Exactly, Chris. I agree with you. Forgot to take your phone with you. Oh, that's okay, Rose. Sherry, how are you doing? I hope I didn't offend anybody. I always try to say that when I was saying what I was saying. There's no feelings in any kind of work. David will tell you that. He works very hard at what he does, and you can't have feelings. Nah, you leave that shit at the door. Take everything with a grain of salt. I mean, I was told a story of it was a young kid. He had a job. He's not a real young kid. He's about 17, 18. And somebody came up to him, somebody that was at the place they were working at, didn't like something he did, and told the kid that he was useless. He wasn't even good enough to pick up a pile of dog shit. Okay. Pardon my language. And the kid actually got all upset over that. And I was, no, you take that with a grain of salt. I mean, come on. It's nothing to worry about. Oh, what should we be offended about today? And home life at home life. Yes, I agree. I mean, if you have to get something off your chest at home, just don't bring home anger or nothing like that. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, no. Nope. You got these people that like to collect these paychecks but don't like to work for their pay. If you got a job, you're expected to do the job. And I know, like ironwork, that's hard work. I've worked on a lot of large construction sites where they built huge buildings, and I know that's hard work. No one wants to make money anymore. I tell the kids. Yeah, see, I have to agree with you. I know, people that work at a convenience store too, and a gas station and stuff. The same problems. Same things. People just don't want to do it anymore. I don't know. It's going to be, and I'm going to tell you, with Home Depot, with Walmart going cashierless, and the grocery store is doing it, McDonald's is doing it. There ain't going to be these jobs for these kids to do anymore. So they're going to have to get out and do some real work as it goes on. They ain't going to get these little cushy little jobs anymore. Kids are spoiled. Yes, I'm lucky that way too. My kids work too. And as you see, David grew up to be a very hard worker. So too many people do want free money. Yeah. And that's another thing. You got a good point there, Chris. A lot of people don't take pride in their work. And, person needs to take pride in their work. I'm not saying I don't have a problem with people that are disabled and get Social Security because they're disabled, or people that are retired or whatever. But like the people that are just want to get money for doing nothing and there's nothing wrong with them or something, that's what gets me. My father never missed a day's worth of work in his entire life. He never called out sick. He broke his shoulder. He's a carpenter, Philadelphia. They worked on buildings and bridges and built all this stuff. He broke his shoulder once, didn't miss a day's worth of work, broke his ribs, never missed a day's work, cut his finger off, and was back at work the next day. That's the type of, that's the type of person my dad was. He would feel so guilty if he skipped a day's worth of work for something. He went in and they sewed his finger back on right in the emergency room, and he was back to work the next day, right back at it. Boom. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Salary pay is okay, but sometimes you got to work twice as hard for a salary pay. Yeah, see? And that's, like my dad, he always took pride in his work. My father used to teach carpenters too, just like you teach iron workers, and stuff like that. Stuff my dad did too after a while. And he made sure that they took pride in their work too. Yeah, he did that for over 55 years. you know, them old timers. Yeah, the first thing he always said, he goes, the first thing he learned when he was a first job he went to, and he was an apprentice. He says he went in there, and the foreman of the job says, "All right, all these doors come." He got some old timer that was with that he worked under that was teaching him, and he was a union carpenter, and this is during them times. Even now, when you go to become a union carpenter, you do school and then go to work too. And first thing he says, the first thing he ever learned in his job ever was this old timer, and he got all these doors in, and they went to go put them up, and they were all the wrong size. And the old timer goes, I'm older. I made a mistake when I ordered the doors. And my dad's like, okay. He goes, how do we fix it? He goes, you get that circular saw over there. And my dad's like, okay. He goes, cut these doors up into little pieces. You see that fire pit over there? You throw it in, you burn them all. Then I'm going to report the doors never came. And that's what they did. It was weird. But yeah, them old timers, man, they knew everything. Especially like 70 years ago. It was funny. Yeah, he was like that. Them old timers. That's the type of stuff they did. Yeah, no, doors never showed up. Yeah. Well, see, if you got something wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with that, Rose. Sometimes you have to. Yeah. See, another thing that these younger people don't understand is overtime usually doesn't. It's not like a union job where when you're working and over 8 hours a day is overtime. It's most jobs. It's after 40 hours you get overtime, and they just, well, I come in an hour early today. Do I get overtime? No. Fibromyalgia is bad. My cousin has that. She suffers so bad. I hope you're getting treatment. And I hope you're okay. Matt, thank you for stopping in. But you look at these people. Just take the reptile hobby, for instance. The people in the reptile hobby, they want all this fancy stuff, or they're always, when they talk to somebody, like take Uper here, for instance. I'm just using you as an example, Uper. And you have something that I like, and then I call you on the phone. I'm like, hey, you, Jason, you got that for sale? Yeah. Can you give me a discount on it? That's another thing people do. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I have something that somebody wants to give them a discount on it. I don't have a problem with that at all. I'll help other people out. Matter of fact, if you buy something from me and I have an extra stuff, I usually send stuff for free. It doesn't bother me none. But don't call me and say, I want that free, or I want huge discounts on it. Just don't do it. Yeah, see, you put 100 hours in a week, and that's a lot. And you sleep sometimes, and but look at your quality of your stuff. It's crazy. You have some amazing stuff. Which I got to talk to you about some geckos, buddy. I keep meaning to get a hold of you, but you never tell me when to call you because you've been working so often. The wife is back. Everything okay? That happens. You work with the public, that's what you get.
Oh, I know that.
We were just talking about that on here. How people treat people and everybody gets offended right away. TJ said, hello, Becky.
No, to the point where they had Tina M's here. That's how they give asses that were banned.
What the heck? She's thin-skinned too, isn't she? To a point, maybe? I don't know. I've had some crazy jobs in my day, and I never let nothing bother me what anybody said to me. I seen crazy stuff when I worked. I used to work at the University of Pennsylvania, the veterinary department, and the.
I've been home sooner, but she asked me to wait because the lady that called on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sending my husband back out there, so she didn't want to have to deal with him.
Oh yeah.
And I don't blame her.
Yeah.
So I took care of his ass.
Tanisha said.
He walked in and seen me and he was like, Becky, can you fix it? And I said, all right. I said, I'll charge you for the PTA. I said, but
I'll do my best to fix it. Yeah.
I offered to make him a new one.
Tanisha said you're number one.
Well, today I feel like number crap.
Well, what I was saying is I used to work at the University of Pennsylvania veterinary department.
Like Sunday, from Sunday to Saturday, 70 hours, I think.
Yep.
Roughly, give or take.
Crazy. Yeah, there's.
I got woke up by a text message asking me if we get free coffee to gas people.
Can you do me a favor, hon?
What?
I know you're up there, but if I go over here, would you be able to put him out real quick? I mean,
you're right there.
I know. That's why
I have to come down. I had to come
you're
down
number one.
Across the kitchen, come down some steps.
That's why you're number one.
Walk to the back door. You just hit yourself in the face with a stupid dog.
But like I was saying, I used to work at the University of Pennsylvania, the veterinary department, and I also used to work at the University of Pennsylvania medical research department. And I I used to see some crazy stuff. Like they would take an animal, and I don't know, do all kinds of research. I got to carry it next door. They would cut the top of the head off the animal and do tests on it to see if they could pick up signals and stuff. It was crazy stuff. And then they had axolotls. They had rooms and rooms of axolotls. Okay. And they would sever the spine of the axolotl just to watch it grow back. They would dye. It would have glow in the dark dye in it, and they could watch the nerves grow back, so they could try to sequence that in humans who have spinal injuries to make it so that they can walk again. Crazy stuff. I mean, really, really crazy stuff. Yep, repair itself. Yep, they would do it just so they could see it, and monitor it and video it on as it grows, as the nerves would grow back, and they would try to get the chemicals that were actually making the nerves grow back, so that way they could try to sequence it. So that way, if you get hurt in a car accident, you broke your neck, they could start giving you injections right into your nerves so that you can walk again. Yeah. Yeah. I've done a lot of crazy jobs in my day. They actually had a guy who did break his neck, a woman actually, stunt driver, and they gave her injections in all her muscles and in her spine. They did it in the muscles with steroids so that her muscles wouldn't go down. And I don't remember what they were putting in her spine so it would heal. And she did get like most of her movement back again. She couldn't do like stunts no more and stuff like that, but she did pretty good. She was very impressed. Took a couple of years of injections or whatever. But you see, the whole thing that they've discovered is like you break your neck or you break your spine or something. The whole deal is that you're laid up for so long that your muscles begin to deteriorate because you can't move them. And once your muscles deteriorate, it's a lost cause. You can't get back to can't get back to when your spine heals. You can't get back to what you were because you have no muscle tone or whatever. It's just really bad. Yes, I did, and I do not think, TJ, that they will ever be able to shut the University of Pennsylvania down. University of Pennsylvania has some very massive, very rich backers. Donald Trump went to the University of Pennsylvania in the Wharton Business School, and I know that because when I was at the Wharton Business School, they have a plaque up there because he was not for being president or nothing, but like Donald J. Trump, because he owned all them casinos and stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that they do. If you're sick with anything, University of Pennsylvania, man, they'll get you better. Or Jefferson University too. Yeah, I don't know if they even tried to shut them down. I just know that that's what they did. It's sad for the animal, but now you get oxalotls and they heal themselves. You can cut a leg off an oxalotl and it'll grow back. Yeah, when you work in there, you got to turn your emotion centers off. I had a guy who, when they were doing AIDS research, see, this is way back. You didn't have, there was no, you couldn't go get mice at the pet store to feed your animals like your snakes or something because they had um, bought up all their all the rats and stuff to do experiments on. So what they did is they would buy them up and then they started growing their own in the lab because you can't go to the pet store and buy them and do these experiments on them. You have to raise your own in a sterile environment and all this. But there was a guy there who used to kill after they would give them the rats and give them AIDS or whatever and experiment on them. They would kill the rat, but it was his job to do it, and he hated it. Hated it. He said it just drove him crazy to kill these poor animals. But the stuff that they learned from these rats and these mice made it so that today they can give you medicine that makes makes it so that HIV doesn't even show up in your bloodstream, and you can't spread it. And that's all because of stuff like that. Yeah, they were specially bred, and and it is a shame the stuff they do. I don't believe in makeup research, like putting makeup on animals and seeing what it does to your eyes, but I do with medical research. Yeah, well, you know, um, not all of them suffer. I'm serious, but I mean, I'm not saying I don't agree with all of it. but some of it has to be done because they do make strides with it. And yeah, I don't mean to say anything bad about it, but they do. Some animals do make big strides with it, And like at the University of Pennsylvania at the veterinary department, they did a lot of animal saving. Like people would bring their animals and they would save animals. That's mainly what they did. But there was a department that did other things just so that they could learn to save animals and learn to save people's lives, things like that. Yes, they do. They have a regenerating ability. You break a tarantula's leg off or something, it will grow a new one. Yeah, now think about that. There are a lot of things that that wouldn't save your life today if they didn't do animal research. I mean, I don't agree with all animal research, but sometimes it is. They got you a long time ago. Justin Ward said it, or Tanisha said it. One of them said, just to get this out of the way because I know he's going to walk by. Hi, King Nerd.
I'll go back watching my show.
You know what, I have to agree with you there. But that was Justin. Okay, that was you. Yeah, I child predator is good, but they also have they have, if you look through the newspaper, they got medical research that you can go volunteer for, or they'll pay you for it. At the University of Penn in the medical research department, they had an ad in the paper. They would pay you $300 to come in and give bone marrow, and they would take, I had a guy that worked with me would donate his bone marrow and get paid $300 I forget how long you have to wait in between the bone marrow, giving up the bone marrow, but he did it. So I don't know. I don't know. I'd be scared. I'd walk in there and say, I'm here. And they'd be like, red pill or blue pill. What then? So it's all good though. So Youper, how much do you plan to expand where do you plan to expand? Like, what's your ultimate goal with your reptile hobby? Yeah, see, you can't be on meds or nothing like that. But again, you got issues, so you can't do it. So that's okay though. You know. Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool. If I knew there was a little kid or something that could use my bone marrow, I'd definitely give it to him. It would not bother me a bit because I think it's important, you know. Oh, that's one of the things you can't have if you donate stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Understood. I donated blood. I went in. My aunt had to have surgery, so she had a bunch of people go down to donate blood, and I walk in, and we're all sitting there, and I'm the only one that can give blood. Everybody else went to a tattoo party about 3 days before, and got tattoos. You can't donate blood when you get tattoos within so much time. I was the only one that could donate blood. Oh yeah, without hesitation, Chris. Without hesitation. Oh, you're gonna? Do you do that, TJ? Do you like doing that? I know down in Oklahoma, there's this place where you can go hunt crystals, and they're rose crystals or something they call them. Yeah, fossils are fun to find. Rose rock, that's what it is. I knew it was something like that. But they do have crystals. They have a whole bunch of crystals too in this one place. It's nothing but crystals. Rose rocks looks like rose, but crystals, they had these dark crystals. They're like chocolate brown. That's a good, yeah, things that people can afford. That's very important. You get up there with stuff that people can't afford, and that kind of limits your ability to move animals too, doesn't it? Well, guys, I've been on for over an hour, and I think I'm gonna hop off because I got things I got to do. TJ, Cherry, Rose, Uber, Iron Dog, Chris, anybody else who happens to be in the background that I don't know, like Mr. J, he's in here, and everybody like that happens to be in the background, just sitting there. I want to thank everybody for coming in, even if you're just listening. It's great to have everybody in here. Oh yeah, no problem. We try to do this a lot. Everybody have a great night. Good night. Peace out.